So the purpose of this video is going to be to show you how to use the grade passback feature in Canvas. The idea being when you create an assignment in Canvas and you grade it in the gradebook, rather than then having to take that grade and put it into Canvas or in PowerSchool, excuse me, for parents to see, you can kind of automate that and it does it automatically. All right, so we're going to use Crystal's class here real quick just to kind of show you how to do that. I'm actually going to start in Power Teacher. So I'm going to head over to Power Teacher Pro. The first step we need to do is we need to make sure that our assignment categories in Power Teacher match our assignment groups in Canvas. So I'm going to go up here to grading. I'm going to check and see what categories I already have. So in this course, or in my courses, I have classwork, project, quiz, test, learning skills, and work habits. Those are kind of the default ones. For Crystal's class, we're also going to want assignment. Oops, sorry, not assignment. We're also going to want writing, language, and reading. So I'm going to hit the plus, and I'm going to go to category, and I'm going to give it a name. So we're going to go with writing first. I'll let it be for all of my classes, and that way it doesn't matter which one I created it in. I'll pick a different color. I'll click save, and I'm going to do this kind of 3 times. So back up here to categories, and I'm going to make this one language. And you can make these whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You are going to want to wait probably 24 hours between this step and the next step just to let everything sync up. But you can literally choose anything. So if you have just summative assessments, and that's the only assignment category you want, you can literally just put summative assessments, okay? It doesn't really matter, okay? You can choose anything you want. So I have those, okay? So once I have all my categories created, like I said, I'm gonna wait probably a day to let these sync. That's just you can try it right after this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's on automatic, sometimes it takes up to 24 hours. So we're gonna go back to ELA. Now, Crystal already has 3 of those. The other one I want to add, so if you want to create a group, you literally just hit plus group. Just create your assignment group. We're going to call this learning skills and work habits. Okay. So I want to make sure that I've got everything graded, or I've got everything so actually not graded, but spelled correctly, all that good stuff. We're not going to worry about weighted groups or weighted point totals for this video. If you do want to set up weighted points in groups, feel free to let me know and reach out. The weighted scale won't go from Canvas to PowerSchool. So if you want these to be weighted in PowerSchool, you have to set that up in PowerSchool. All right, so I'm going to leave that blank and I'm going to click save. All right, so now I have all of my categories. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to the 3 dots and I'm going to go to Sync SIS Categories. And it's going to try to figure out everything. And it goes, oh, I can't figure it out. Not a surprise there. So we're going to go here and you're going to have to do this for each of your sections. But we'll click on this. All right, and then there's those categories that I had. So this was reading, so I'll find reading. This one is reading, and I found reading. I can do this for writing. You get the idea, right? So we've got writing. And I'll fast forward this real quick. Learning skills and work habits. And then I'm going to hit sync categories. All right, so I successfully synchronized them. I am good to go there. All right, and then I'm going to go, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to grade sync. Now, if you've already done your navigation like Crystal has, you're going to notice, oh, grade sync is not here. That's because we didn't usually need it. We need it for this one. So I'm going to go into navigation. I'm going to go find grade sync. I'm going to enable it, which pops it up to the top. I'm going to scroll all the way down and click save. Now that I hit save, I'm going to go over to the left and I'm going to click on grade sync. Once I'm in grade sync, I'll go to utilities and then I'm going to turn on the nightly sync by toggling this on. Once you toggle this on, you should be good to go. Now I'm going to toggle this off just so that it doesn't automatically sync for Crystal. But nightly sync means at about 2 or 4 a.m., it will automatically pass these grades over to PowerSchool, and then they'll be in there for for parents and students to see. And you should be good to go. Couple of other quick things in your assignment category groups. You can have more than what are here. So let's say I want just a draft assignment group. I can create a draft assignment group. All right, and if I don't sync that, so I don't have this little arrow here, whatever I put in here, it's not going to PowerSchool, right? So I can create things in here and I don't have to worry about it accidentally syncing early or something like that. Or, maybe I import my assignments and I don't have to, you don't have to worry about those, right? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Hope this helps.